Welcome to another wonderful episode of the Afternoon Sip.
Hey.
I am your boy Vaughn, just Vaughn.
Don't worry, it's just Vaughn.
It's just Vaughn. That's usually how it goes. Oh, what happened? Oh, it's just Vaughn. Oh. And we have...
It is Kashana. What up with it?
You still working on the intro, ain't you?
I am.
She's
I keep swapping it every
She's
week. I'm
still
like,
working
it's
on
gonna
that
be this
intro.
or that.
All right, y'all. Y'all already know who it is. It's Rashad the Realist. I ain't the realist. I'm just a realist. Come on now, let's get it. We at the Afternoon Sip.
Okay.
Afternoon Sip, man. We missing our girl, the Crystal. She's not feeling too well. Get well soon.
Get well,
Yes,
baby.
I
Get
miss
well.
you. Got
We'll
me here
see
with
you
them.
next week, hopefully. But yeah, guys, this week we're gonna have another wonderful episode. A lot of back and forth going on. We got it's two of us today.
No.
Gang.
Hey,
No.
we got her.
Ladies,
now.
I need y'all to have my back in the comments. Don't let them come for me.
I mean, they gonna have your back regardless, man.
Let
That's,
them go. Hey.
that's how y'all women do.
Exactly.
Y'all
They
stick
gang
together.
up. Yeah.
Y'all stick together. But
Y'all better stick.
Line ass.
we started off with the hot topics. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do. Get into current events, and me being the sports fanatic that I am, I have to talk about these Astros, baby. These
Talk about them. Talk
Ooh,
about
go
them.
Astros.
These Astros, they are kicking ass right now, 4-1. I think it's like the bottom of the fifth or something like that. So, hey, y'all should have had y'all orange on today or something,
I
man.
didn't get
You
the
know
memo.
what? I ain't get that memo.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of thought about it, but
No, she
We
didn't.
got to
Yes, I
represent,
did,
man.
lucky.
Listen, but we have to. I mean, I knew they were going to win when they came back home. They got their ass kicked the other night. I was pretty devastated about that. But I knew once they came back to the crib, man, it's going to.
I already know.
Because, I think if they win, they play the Yankees next. And,
yeah,
it's going to be
it's gonna be a hell of
a
game.
problem. They got to bring their A game, man. They got to bring their A game, A plus game. So, like I said, go Stros.
Go
baby.
Stros.
Hopefully the game is on when I leave here. I can go watch a little bit of it. But, yeah.
please, Grandpa.
Grandpa?
Kashana, what you got this week?
So, what I want to talk about today is basically we kind of touched on it last week about the case in Dallas.
Yeah.
And what happened recently since the episode was one of the key witnesses, he was murdered.
I did hear about that. And I thought that was quite convenient.
Yes.
Just a little odd, don't you think?
So immediately everybody shook, probably, thinking the worst and, things like that. But the plot thickens.
Oh,
right? We
dum.
automatically like, okay, what's the race? What's going on? But they are saying that it was a drug deal. Apparently 3 guys came down all the way from Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
Bad drug deal is how they're presenting it.
Really? That's
Yes.
how Dallas
That's-
PD. Now, Vaughn, I don't know if you out here in these streets like that, but have you ever heard of somebody driving from Louisiana to Dallas to buy a couple pounds of weed?
No, I've never heard of Dallas really being a big drug.
Yeah.
Not
Maybe Houston.
maybe Houston.
Maybe
But once again,
maybe a little further south, but not Dallas.
now, Vaughn,
All-
if you were gonna buy weed from somebody, would you buy it from somebody who was just in police custody as a witness and on national TV?
Hell no.
He hot right now.
But
He hot.
okay, so the way I look at it is, could we say conspiracy?
I'm gonna say conspiracy.
But also I'm thinking usually they kill you before you testify. They don't kill
Right.
you after you testify, right? They gonna kill you before so you don't go to the stand.
That would be right. But I'm thinking, hey, the way it looked to me, like they was just trying to prove a point. I mean, you put a cop in jail, you know what I'm saying? We gonna do something.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
It definitely looks suspect. Like, okay,
Really?
a week after he testifies, he gets knocked off. But
Right, but
I mean-
you heard about how like the other neighbor, the woman neighbor,
Mhm.
who I think actually she was recording. Actually, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken,
really?
she got let go from her job,
Oh, I
I
did
forgot
hear
about
about
that,
that.
y'all. She got let go from her
she got let her
job.
job.
and now he is killed pretty much in his complex.
Outside his car, yeah.
Like just all of a sudden. And I don't
Yeah.
feel like he said anything like really wrong. I feel like he's more so describing the characteristics,
Yeah.
of his neighbor. Like I don't feel like he said anything worth that. But Dallas PD definitely trying to cover it.
I just think that it just might be bad timing, man. You know what I'm saying?
They could have
Like,
waited
Right.
a little bit.
I just don't see them taking him out. Like, if they didn't want him to say nothing, they would have killed him before. That I mean,
Right.
that's and I got that little thing from one of my cop friends, and he was like, "Man, V, they don't kill the witness after they testify." You know what I'm
Kill 'em
saying?
before, so you
They
don't
kill
say
him
nothing.
before, right? So I mean, that's how I look at that. I don't know.
But I don't know. There's a lot of heat around that case altogether, so I think that would have been like too obvious.
But
Yeah.
come on. And then they're like saying that he shot one of the victims twice and he was in custody already at the hospital. So basically, like, he was at the hospital.
And he
So they
sneaked
went
it.
and got him. It's another one. And I think one is still on the loose, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
I don't know. Something smell fishy. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm
just
Something don't
saying.
smell right.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
know.
How you out here slinging weed a week after?
That don't
Yeah,
sound
yeah,
right, bro.
hey,
No, don't
hey.
nothing about that story sound right.
And my thing is, they didn't do a background check before that. Like, if he was some big drug dealer, you know, all of that.
I mean, because that would have really compromised him as a witness.
Yes, you think
It's
he would have
the
went on the stand? Like, this is
Yeah.
the hottest, probably not the hottest, but this is a very hot case.
Yeah.
If he's an entire drug dealer,
Nah. Not
just
I
like
don't-
you
I
going to
don't
go
buy it.
testify,
Are
or
y'all
you gonna
buying
try to
it?
lay low?
I don't buy it.
Hell no.
I don't think
I-
anybody buying it.
I don't buy it, but I don't think that they got him. I don't know, man. I don't know.
You don't know.
Don't give me the
Something's
line.
Something's fishy.
Uh,
One last thing we're gonna wrap up with, and I'm pretty sure if you've been on anywhere on any social media in the last week that you've heard of Tyler Perry Studios opening up, it is a big thing.
yes.
A big
Literally,
thing.
literally.
It is literally a big thing. They're saying that this studio is larger than Paramount, bigger than Fox Studios. It's a huge studio, and it's historically profound because never has a black man owned his own production studio like this. So I mean, hey, kudos to him.
yes.
Hey, it's a big movement.
Big shouts. Big
And
shouts.
He's taking applications. He hiring. It's in Atlanta, Georgia. So if you need a job, and me myself, I'm a cameraman, so y'all might not see me next week.
Let me find
I got
out.
an interview next.
Yo, if he not here next week,
If I ain't here next week,
Hey,
I'm doing
we,
big and
we,
better
we
things.
know where he out there with Tyler.
I ain't wearing no wig though, but you ain't got to worry about it.
It's just amazing how just the whole Medea movement
It's crazy.
and like boom,
Listen, Tyler Perry.
I mean, but that's
Perry
drive
got,
though.
he literally
Tyler
created
Perry
his
got
own
that
table,
bread,
like they
man.
said.
Tyler Perry got that bread.
But he ain't always had it though. You know.
No. What I'm saying is, I knew when they was talking about him buying American Airlines
Oh,
or
you went about
something.
the airlines.
Yeah, I was like, man, Tyler Perry
Oh, he
got that money.
money,
Yeah, he got
yeah.
that money.
Oprah.
He got a coin. He got a coin.
I just hope he just gets some better actors in these movies, man.
Y'all, let's be
Hold on.
real.
That
Look,
one bad
hold on.
abusive
Let-
boyfriend.
hold on. Let's be honest for a second, and y'all chime in on this. Y'all know Tyler Perry be having them actors in
Yes.
his. Oh,
Hello, who got worse actors?
You know what?
Tyler Perry, or BET.
I mean, he working for BET now.
Same
He
thing.
with
Same
listen,
thing.
he's with BET now, right?
Yeah.
He's shooting
Yeah.
shows for BET.
This is true. This is
I'm
true.
not gonna, yeah, the acting is terrible. I ain't gonna lie.
I be so disappointed.
yeah.
I'm
like,
I
I
be
could've
wanting
did
to
it better
support him.
than
I be like, man, come on, man. I send him to acting school at least.
Yeah, I mean, I like the fact, like, yeah, you give up and coming actors and actresses
Yeah.
a platform, but,
But,
golly,
yeah.
like,
No,
Do a little bit more,
I'm
a little
just-
hard on your talent acquisition.
okay, because I'm like, girl, that's terrible.
please,
All right,
please.
so now we're
please.
gonna roll right into our show.
Yeah.
We got some really heavy topics. I feel like I really want y'all to engage. I really want y'all opinions on these. So let's hop right into one.
Yes.
Let's see what we got.
Hold on, but y'all gotta check out the title of the show.
Oh,
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
What is it sing? Hold on, we got a singer.
come on.
Oh shit.
Come on.
No, I'm not
Come on,
a singer.
Snakeskin.
Come on. What's
Oh,
that
y'all.
Bond song? How it go?
Separate.
Oh.
What we gotta do.
Separate.
My boy got us. My boy
That is
got us.
Now,
That's
now,
valid.
so separate. So our first topic today is a topic that we kind of touched on.
Yeah, we've touched on this before, in short. But I really do like the fact we posted this on our page
Yeah.
probably about a week ago. We
Yes.
got a lot of interactions, got a lot of
So
responses, got a lot of opinions, and now we're going to bring it live and we're going to talk about it.
Yes.
That's what we're going to do.
We want y'all opinion too. If y'all didn't comment on the page, comment now so we can know. The subject is, can a divorce ruin the kids?
In your
Well,
opinion?
Vaughn?
I absolutely think the divorce can ruin kids. Only because I come from a divorced situation, and it really, really, really hit hard. Like it hit me hard, and I was grown, man. I was 20
So
something,
your
like
parents-
so your
like
parents
21,
divorced.
Your parent, you come from a
like
divorce
20,
home.
like 21 years old, man, and it just messed up like the whole structure of the family. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Wow.
Because you gotta think about this, these people been together for 20 plus years, man, and they call it quits. Man, you got kids that are involved. You got step kids who have like joined families. You got cousins. You know, so everybody is involved. And then when you split, now you got like two sides, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But the only people who are still involved is really the kids, because the mom go over here, the dad go over here. So then now the kids are like, okay, well, which side do I choose? Do I go with mom or do I go with dad? Or mom and dad beefing, so I don't want to play favoritism.
Yeah.
Like
So,
It's-
I mean, you said you were an adult at the time of that divorce. So, would you say that it was a surprise when it came up, or did you kind of feel it coming in the air?
I mean, of course, like any other relationship, they went through it. You know what I'm saying? They separated here, or they argued. You know what I'm saying? But did I ever think that it would end like for good? For good? Like hell no, man. You couldn't have told me that. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Because it was like we was like the cool family. Like we was cool.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
the whole family. Like even now, bro. Even now, my parents probably been divorced probably about, let's say, 15 years, right?
Yeah.
Like me and my step siblings, like you can't tell me that my step brothers or sisters.
Right.
That's my
Same
sisters
here.
and brothers.
Yeah.
We grew up in the same house, man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So we look at each other like, hey, that's my brother. Like that's my sister. Like my dad is still my dad. Like I go and talk to him all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, even to my situation, my divorce, my kids are a little younger than
Yeah.
when I was, right? So my daughter's 5, man. She don't understand like why I don't get to see the people I used to see. She gonna ask about them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My
Right.
son, he don't understand why this situation changed. They ask questions. I didn't
Right.
really ask too many questions because I was older, so I could kind of understand a
You
little bit
understood
better. But
yeah.
like, I mean, only thing I could do is just tell them, like, this is what happens. Grown ups get into it. This is blah, blah, blah. Not my little girl, because she don't understand, so I don't even
Yeah.
kind of address it with her. But my son, I had to let him know, like, hey, man, sometimes things don't work out.
Mm-hmm.
That's just in life,
that's
period.
just in life.
Jobs don't work out.
Yeah.
Things just don't work out. Like, it don't mean it's the end of the world.
Agreed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it took me a while to get over it, man. But I mean, luckily enough, my parents didn't make it hard for us because they remained cool.
Civil. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
so
say
you know,
civil.
it was cool.
No, I totally get that. I mean, I know I can speak from my own personal experiences. I'm 2 times divorced, if y'all didn't know.
Okay, hot boy.
You funny. So, but my 2 daughters are from my first marriage. I got married when I was 19, had my first kid at 20.
Oh, wow.
Young.
I didn't know
and
you were
dumb.
that young on your first.
Sure was. I married my high school sweetheart. You know how that go.
Okay.
But either way, got divorced. Got married at 20, divorced at about 21. We were married for a year and a half, 2 years. But my kids were younger. We had our kids back to back. They're 18 months apart. So my
Come on,
kids,
play.
honey, hey,
Let that
Get
thing
it
rest,
in.
man.
Look what man.
Let that thing cool off, man.
But my kids honestly have normalized it. Honestly, my oldest daughter, she does remember, us all being in the house together, and she has those memories. But for most of her life, we have been divorced, and it's just become another routine. So I can say it's a lot easier for us because it's just the only life that they've known. And we communicate very well with our kids. We inform them of everything, and we let them know that sometimes it doesn't work out. Me and their mother, we still are the best of friends. And, our daughters see that. They see us work together. They still see us laugh and talk. So they don't feel the need to, pick sides or anything of that nature. And I think that, in my opinion, I don't think it's the divorce that ruins the kids.
Right.
I think it's more of just how you behave in your divorce.
Right.
If you're one of those bitter people who put the kids in the middle of the divorce, I think that's when you start to taint what marriage and divorce looks like for a kid and gives them a bad outlook on life. So that's what I feel. It's not the divorce itself, but it's how you carry yourself as an adult. And 9 times out of 10, if you were shitty through your divorce, you're probably a shitty person. But, you know, people get emotional. I understand that. But you should not involve your kids in it.
Right.
So
for me, I am not divorced ever.
Hey,
So,
well, you gotta
I
be married.
haven't
You gotta be
experienced
married first.
Right, right. Is it shade?
No. I'm just saying you
Okay.
can't be
Yeah, look.
divorced without being
No.
married.
Right, no.
It's a fact.
No.
It's a fact,
So I haven't
man.
been married. Shut up. I haven't been married. So obviously, I haven't went through a divorce. However, I do come from a blended family. And I actually, my parents just celebrated their 25th anniversary. And when I say that, my stepdad has been in my life since I was about 4.
Oh, wow.
So just like Vaughn, and then like those are my siblings. He
Yeah,
brought me
yeah.
4 more siblings. Those are my siblings. Like it's nothing you could tell me. And they have a really good relationship with my real dad and his wife, and so it's like really like a big family. But in the sense of divorce and ruining kids, I do feel like it's possible if the co-parenting and the communication, isn't done correctly.
Yeah.
Because on the flip side, my parents, like, they were together 25 years. They just celebrated 25. But I seen
Oh,
them.
congratulations to them.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations.
Hey.
That's a big
Her
accomplishment.
parents are cool too, man. Her daddy cool as hell, man. Like cool guy.
Also,
man.
I'm not cool enough. I don't get invited to the barbecue and stuff.
Hey, you know you good
you see-
now.
Nah.
See how they
Hey.
do me? You see how they do me though?
Hey, they like I think what I like about them is they kind of keep it like they do like fun stuff. They
Yeah.
all the time. Like they just the fun. Let's hang out.
Yeah, keep it.
Like
Good
yeah,
vibes, good
yeah,
vibes.
yes, absolutely.
But what I will say is, 25 years, it's great. It's a celebration. However, I seen, my parents go to hell and back 50 times. And it's times where I question, why my mom stayed or why my dad stayed, if they felt this way or that way. So I will say that they definitely fought hard. I mean, hard.
You gotta
for the
fight.
25 years. So on the flip side, as we, like you saying, like separate or leave,
Yeah.
it could be good sometime or it could be bad if you stay too long.
Yo,
So
I
it's two
agree.
different sides to it.
You're right.
Well, your
kids see it. You
I mean,
fighting for it.
I've seen people who stay in marriages for the kids,
Mm-hmm.
which is still not good, right? Because I think kids can sense when
Yes.
stuff is going on. They know when it ain't all good in the house.
Yes.
They know when you beefing.
I agree.
When mama come in the house and she don't say nothing to to the
Yeah.
dad. Like
y'all
they,
eat
like,
noodles tonight.
They eat, like, hey, they know what it is. They know whenever y'all going to the family house and y'all taking two different like they can sense all of
All
that,
that.
man. So
Yeah.
they can tell. You know what I'm saying? So
It's two sides.
so then that's
Yeah.
why I come in and I say, okay, well, is it hurting the kids that way too? Or are you ruining them that way
No,
too?
and you know what? And that's one of the things. I had this conversation with a few friends, maybe like 2 weeks ago, and I asked some people like, "What's a good reason to stay in a bad relationship?" And most people said 2 reasons: either kids or money. And I said those are not good reasons; those are good excuses. And the reason why I say that is because when you are in a toxic relationship or a bad relationship or a relationship that isn't going the best, and you say you're staying for the kids, what you're doing, in my opinion, is you're providing them with a horrible example of what a relationship should look like.
I agree.
And they eventually will model their relationship and say, hey, that's what my parents' relationship looked like. This must be what a good, or at least the highest. They set their bar really low. Because
Yeah.
this is what you showed an example of, and I don't feel like that's right.
Yeah, like
But you
mom
know-
said this is okay, dad said that was okay,
But hold on,
really it's not.
okay, so look, check this out. So let's say if you got somebody who comes from a broken house, right? And they know that pain, right?
Yeah.
So then they mind, they like, man, I don't want my kids to go through that. So I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make sure my kids, me and they daddy stay together and we gonna ride this thing out. Because I grew up without my daddy in the house. So I grew up staying with my mom or whatever it was. And they feel like, okay, well, since I didn't have that growing up, I'm gonna make sure my kids don't go through that.
Right.
And that's how they think. Some people
Yeah,
think
no,
like that,
you're
man.
right.
They feel like I'm gonna give my kids everything I didn't have. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it comes with accepting whatever comes with it. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
agree.
I mean, it's messed up, but
It
I
is
mean,
messed up.
that's how some people think.
No, a lot of, and even that, like, I just want people to be happy.
Right. So, guys, I know a lot of guys, relatives and friends, that stay for the kids. And
No,
they
they stay
are
from the child support.
miserable. No, okay, in some
Child support.
cases it's cheaper to keep. I know some people, they're paying so much money in child support, but they didn't even care. because they just want to, get out the situation so bad.
Peace of
But I
mind
know
is
some-
priceless, man.
I agree.
What?
What is your advice to the men who stay for the kids and are miserable? I hope they're listening. 'Cause I know
I
they're
mean,
miserable.
I
They-
feel
I'm
like
twice divorced, so
no.
See, you ain't got a problem.
No. I feel like that if you're going to be miserable in anything, you should get out of it.
Right.
I just feel like it's not. It's first of all, it's unhealthy.
Very.
It's unhealthy, and you're not helping the situation. Like you can still be a good parent without being
Yes.
with the other person.
agree.
Because if that person is making you miserable, then she really breaking you. She really breaking you, or
Breaking you
or
down.
he or she is breaking you down, and then you're not being strong for the kids anyway.
exactly.
But you
know
know
what
what the
I'm saying?
excuse is, though, that I hear, like, from people I know? They don't want another man raising their kids, and they don't want to not see their kids every day, and stuff like that.
I can honestly agree with that statement of not seeing your kids every day because by law I'm a co-parent because my wife is the primary custodial parent or whatever. And when I do have my daughters for extended amount of time, like I really do miss being able to, and most people think, saying you're not the primary or you get to do whatever you want. Like, nah, I would rather be at home, helping my kids with their
No,
homework
I never
every
thought
night.
of it like that.
Like,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
So I do sympathize with those guys, but I mean, honestly, if you are able, most women are reasonable. Some women are better. I ain't gonna lie. Some cases out there where the women really do be,
Absolutely.
using the kids as, little
Yes,
chess
with the
pieces.
pawns.
But
Yep.
most women want the fathers in their kids' lives. And, you can make that work. You can make anything work. Now, here
As long
goes
as
the
they're a
tricky
court
part.
system.
Don't be over there smashing your ex.
No, you
Talking about you gonna go see the kids.
Yes, don't
You
make
know
it
you out there.
confusing.
But
Like,
you
don't
know-
confuse the kids.
Yeah, don't
Seriously.
confuse the kids.
no. Please don't confuse the kids because
Don't confuse the kids, please. Like, I seen Daddy
seen
sneaking out
Daddy.
your room. Oh, what
Don't
Daddy
do
was
that.
doing over here?
Daddy spent the night last night.
All right, guys. Let's go ahead and roll over into our second topic on that note. All right, so this was honestly one of mine, as you can see, tagged by the realist. When, if ever, is it okay for you to give up on loving someone? This kind of bounces off of what we just talked about
Right.
staying in relationships. So now you got the longevity, so I want to talk about your experience because your view of a relationship is totally different than mine.
Why?
And
No,
mine.
because I mean, honestly, like I am 31 years old, and I can only say I know one long-term successful marriage. I need better friends because in my family, my friends, I can't say that I know anybody that's made it over 7 years. So I mean,
you're asking me. I'm not the one in the long relationship. You just feel like because my views are
but
different.
I mean, yeah, not to say that you are in one, but I feel like because of the example that your parents set, you probably have a different expectation or outlook on relationships.
Okay, so for me, what my parents showed me, like just in general, is one, be happy by yourself. Don't look for, happiness within a man. Like if you can't be happy by yourself, then there's like something within, right?
Yeah.
But I was always taught, never be afraid to be alone. Like, put yourself first. So that's why, people would question like my status sometimes. And it would be because I'd rather be by myself than take somebody else BS.
I
Because
stand behind that.
once I'm in. I love hard. I'm going to fight for what I believe in and what I want. But am I going to analyze the heck out of it before I commit? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm going to analyze. But I'm going to fight for what I
You gonna
want.
fight for
So
what you
I'm
want?
going to
So-
I'm going to try to be as careful as possible.
With that being said, like if you are invested with someone, like what do you think would be the deal breaker that, if it is, do you give up on love? Like would you give up on love? Hypothetically, because
It would take a while.
it would take a while.
Mm-hmm.
It would take
Because
something
I'm a
really
fighter.
major.
I have faith. Like, I really, I sit around and, we'll have these conversations and have these sessions, like, with hope of, them changing and things like that. Remember how we had, like, the conversation about what's the hardest thing to do? Was it move on?
Oh yeah, leave. Or
Leave.
yeah.
Or what was the third
It
one?
was move on,
Move on, leave.
or
Starting over.
Starting over. Yeah.
And what I would struggle with is the moving on, type part. Because let me tell you, like, once my mental is out of it, that's really when it's okay to give up for me.
When you've mentally checked out.
When I'm mentally checked out, it's a wrap. Because if you know me, I'm very straight. Like, I cannot fake it. Nothing like that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care. Like,
Nah.
once I'm out,
Nah.
I'm out.
checked out.
Like,
See me, I'm more of a I give people like the benefit of the doubt type thing, right?
Mhm.
you have faith.
So we can go through whatever, right? We can be mad at each other, we can talk shit to each other.
Mm-hmm.
You can say I'm leaving you 1,000 times, right?
Mm-hmm.
And me, I'm just a very laid back person. I'm like, man, whatever, man. Like
You ain't going nowhere.
we'll be all right tomorrow. Like that's how I look at it. Like we'll be all right tomorrow. Like women are very emotional, right?
Yes.
So men, we're not as emotional as women, right? So the best thing for I feel like in a relationship is when a woman going off and she's spazzing out, it's just because she's emotional and she gonna say all the bad things to you, all the most horrible. You big head, I can't stand you. You da 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 da. And you just sit back and be like, all right, and then you just leave, right? And just come back 2 days or 3 days later and just talk about it because you can't talk about it when they mad,
Mhm.
right? So I will definitely stay in the situation to see how far we
You'll
can go
fight for
into
it.
it, right? We'll fight.
You'll fight for it.
No, I'll
Nah,
fight
he-
you.
he
no,
texted me-
I'm just
Well, Vaughn said ain't no fighting. Vaughn
No,
gonna chill,
no.
leave and come back.
I'm a chill because I know that, like I said, y'all women,
We really just mad at the moment.
y'all react off emotions. Everything y'all do is off of emotions. Like y'all
Plot
react off
twist.
emotions, right?
Plot twist.
Man,
Uh-oh.
no.
When she stops caring and she starts
then
like,
guess what?
when she stop getting mad,
no,
are you afraid?
Okay, no. When she stop getting mad, then guess what? Then that's when you really kind of know that it's over because she don't care no more because y'all are emotional people. So when you don't show emotions, that means you didn't already check that.
But y'all
She
rather
gone.
take us there anyway, Lord.
you mean?
Bless y'all.
No, Vaughn,
Y'all take us there anyway.
Yelling, she
It's
kill
like,
him.
hey,
No.
you don't say
I'm
nothing,
telling
then
you,
I'm gonna get serious,
a
babe.
woman gonna spaz out when she in love, dog. When she don't spaz out, she don't give a fuck. I've been through a couple situations in my life, nigga. I kind of know.
You look like you let people get to the edge.
Are
edge.
you about to fall? All right, come on.
Vaughn ain't
I was
shit.
just playing for 2 years and I'm ready now,
I'm
baby.
ready now. I'm ready now.
What about
I'm
you,
ready.
Tunde, though? What's up?
Mm.
Lover man?
Lover? Nah, not me. So
Hopeless romantic? Yeah, you know.
hopeless romantic. Yes, very
I
much
got
so.
that vibe. Okay. Yeah.
So, with me, I can honestly say that when it's okay to give up on someone, in my opinion, would be when you stop seeing progress. If you're no longer seeing progress, like I think I made this whole thing with an apology without action is manipulation. That's something that I really do stand behind. If you can sit down and have a logical conversation, and then you had that same issue the next month, talk about it again. Maybe you like Vaughn, he gonna walk out, get mad, and then y'all gonna come back, talk
Right.
about it. Happens again next month. Like this person is not making any corrections to who they are or the issue that you're bringing up.
Yep.
They're just pacifying you for the moment, waiting
to
for
do
you to
the
cool
same
down,
thing.
just to do the same thing again. Me personally, I'm really bad on leaving somebody when I see red flags.
Mm-hmm.
In my younger years, I used to be very forgiving and I would make excuses because I'm a very understanding person.
Right.
And I learned that I would be breaking up with people for the same reason that I knew I didn't like about them when I first met them.
Yep.
You was hoping
But
it was gonna change.
I was hoping not that
Yeah.
it was going to change, but yeah, I guess you could say that. But it was like, it ain't that bad.
Either it was gonna change or you gonna adapt.
Or I
to
was
it.
going to adapt.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then that's the thing. Like in my younger years, I would adapt to people.
Mm-hmm.
And what you would notice is that I would be constantly adapting to people, but they wouldn't be making any adjustments for me.
Yeah.
And after a while, you just get tired of it. You're like, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm done.
We get in trouble with, falling in love with potential. That gets us in trouble.
And you know what?
A lot.
I love this
Right.
line. I forgot who. I think it was Wale. It was like, potential only means they ain't done shit.
Right.
Because you ain't done shit if you have
No.
potential. You just sitting on
It's
it.
like, I'm hopeful for you. I'm hopeful, and I see this in you and that.
But they don't see
And
it in
that's
themselves.
cool. But, yeah. If
Listen,
somebody gonna be lazy,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
they'll be lazy. If they go,
I ain't gonna lie to you. If I mess with somebody, like I am a very big I'm gonna take you for who you are type person because if I don't like what you're doing, then I'm gonna either address it from the rip. A lot of people like to prolong things and they let stuff
Fester
come
and,
and,
yeah,
then,
build
and
up.
then they want to come
They
out and
wanna
say it
out-
like, nah,
yeah.
man, like talk about it right now, man.
Yeah.
Like if
it
you
out.
if
Nip
you,
it in the bud
like,
immediately.
if you snoring or you doing something and that pisses me off, I'm gonna tell you like, man, that shit bother me, right?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna wait till we 2-3 months in, and be like,
you
hey
know what?
man,
I don't like that you snore.
No, your
so
snoring get on my
sleepover's
nerves.
over.
Like-
But no, you see the thing about a woman will wait till she mad to bring it up.
Not me.
that's
Not me.
why I just no,
Not
wait,
me.
hold on, didn't I just
Yeah.
say that?
Not
wait till
me.
they
yeah.
mad.
Yeah, you snoring,
No.
you snoring ass.
No.
No, that's for a fact.
She'll bring it up the first time ever when she mad.
Huh?
She'll bring it up the first time ever. when she
Yes.
mad? Yeah.
Women, they will sit on it and they'll wait till they mad.
Yeah.
They're like, we could have talked about this when
And
we was
No.
cool.
I'm not like
because
that.
because y'all think about it so much, right? So then y'all be like, okay, well I ain't gonna say nothing because I don't want to make them mad.
You know-
until
But when
you
she
get
mad,
mad, then
no,
it's
no,
like,
no,
all right.
Everybody got to be mad.
See, I've been told I'm very expressive. Okay? Very
Okay.
expressive and very direct. So you can literally look to me and be like, okay, babe, I ain't feeling this. Like, I can't go to sleep at night knowing I didn't say something to you about, XYZ. I don't believe in letting things ride at all.
Okay.
They don't have to be confrontational.
No, it shouldn't be.
You know,
'Cause we
let's
adults, we
just
should be able to
communicate
talk about it.
But I feel like before I allow you to irritate me for the second time, I'm gonna just address it the first time and just be done
Be
with
done
it.
with
So-
it.
And my thing is, if you continue to disrespect or you do whatever, let's just say you just did something I like, maybe uncomfortable or whatever.
Yeah.
You continue. If that's a repetitive conversation, that's really gonna make me be like, okay, well, this is who you are.
So how far?
Not for.
No, how no
Very far at all.
how far do you allow something that you don't like to go on before you be like, okay, I can't take this no more, right?
Yeah.
Man.
Let's talk about this.
Do
Isn't
you-
in
do
the
you
dating
love this?
phase. Like we in the relationship in love. This isn't the dating. We can just bounce. This is we done said I love you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You when love is involved, man, it's different. It's different. It's different.
Man,
so
answer
it's
the
hard.
question, bruh.
I answer the question.
Not.
When love is involved, man, it could go along.
It can
You
go
know?
long.
But if we're just like dating and it's not that deep, you can get cut off
Deuces.
quick.
Okay, so in my response to that, like, I am a take somebody for face value type person, right?
Mhm.
So whatever you give me, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take you for that,
Right.
right? So it could be bad stuff. It could be attitude. It could be she know 1,000 dudes and she go out every night of the week. If I feel like I like that person, then I can deal with it.
Cause you accepted it.
Cause
You
I
knew
accept,
that.
I'm accept it from the rip. The thing about women is they accept it from the rip, but they don't like it,
Mhm.
right? And then
But,
they'll
you know,
no. Listen, they'll take it and they'll be like, oh,
That's gonna
yeah,
change.
girl, he go out a lot. He do this. He know a lot of
You know
girls,
why?
and it's cool in the beginning. But then when it get deeper and you start liking him a little bit more, like, oh, I don't like he go out a lot. I don't like he know all these women. I don't like all this. But shit, that's
I feel like-
listen. That was face value. I gave it to you from the rip. When
But
you
you-
buy a car and you look at that car, you buying it right
As
then, right?
is.
You buying it as is, right?
Okay.
You can't come down 3 months later and be like, I don't like the gas mileage on this car. You let the dealership gonna let you send it back? Hell no. You better ride that motherfucker till the wheels
know
fall
what?
off, and that's how it go. That's how
know-
you gotta look at. I look at relationships just like that.
I look at it as, can I deal with this long term? Like, can I marry him if this is?
So
like
you should
the
lease
term?
cars then.
Shut up. No, I look at it long term, but I feel like
Vaughn on
men-
fire tonight, y'all.
I know.
Vaughn in
Here's
red
the good
form
stuff.
tonight.
But you know what? Men are like, y'all have like the corrective type thing. Like some of y'all can start off doing one thing, and that's why you should believe in being friends, actually
Oh,
dating.
see, I know what you're talking about. That
Actually,
good
yeah.
face they put on.
Yeah, you really need to get to know people. If you know me personally, you know, they may be like, oh, why Kashana, always showing up by herself? And why you know why? Because I'm not going to have a different boyfriend, a different dude at every barbecue, Thanksgiving dinner. Like,
I don't
no.
blame you. I respect that.
Well,
But you know-
I don't do that anyway. I don't bring.
Please, some people.
No, I don't.
No,
bring, no. I don't.
No, I'm not saying you,
no,
like,
no.
please. But
I know you can't say me because I don't. Do
I'm not
it.
talking about you.
Oh,
but I'm
thank
saying,
you,
like,
thank
some
you,
people
thank you.
have, am I lying? Different,
you're right.
different girlfriends and boyfriends
No, and this is the
publicly on
thing.
the regular, like they switch their underwear.
Nah, and this is the thing. Me and my wife laugh about this all the time when people ask us about our story because I am very particular about who I date. I told y'all I'm on my third marriage. I'll say that happily. I'm on my third marriage. In my whole life, I've only had 5 girlfriends, and I
Right.
married 3 because I'm very serious about my dating.
Yep, me too.
Like, so, I mean, I'll be your friend. We'll be cool. We get to know. I have to get to know you. And before I even let you call me your boyfriend, we got to at least be 6 to 7 months in. Because what a lot of people mix up is people can make mistakes, But then they can make them. You can know somebody, you know, like a month or two, they run out of gas or something. They made a mistake, ran out of gas.
Mm-hmm.
But then you know them for 6 months and they done it like 4 times. This is the way of your life. Like this is
Man,
something
can
you
you
do.
save me?
Like,
So yeah.
like, you really don't like putting gas in your
But
car.
you know what?
like-
But that's why you gotta
know
date
somebody-
people.
yeah, you gotta
That's why
really-
you have to.
Well, I ain't gonna say date. Court. There's a
Yeah.
difference.
Okay.
I court.
So what's the difference then?
because
I just want to hear you say
hold
it.
on,
I just want to hear you say it.
Okay.
Okay,
Go
with me
ahead.
courting,
Or you can say it.
and a lot of people, I know there's gonna be a lot.
Because
of
you already know
opinions on
everybody
this.
not gonna agree.
Everybody
and
not
all that.
agree.
That's what I
but
want you to explain.
In the courting phase, is you got. I ain't putting all my eggs in this basket. In the court, I can court 5 women.
Exactly, and women
I'm
can't.
honest about it.
Women can't accept it. They can't accept you courting
That's
somebody
not
else
true.
while
I
courting
think men,
them.
That is
I
not
think
true.
men have more problem with
That's
women
what I'm
courting,
saying.
being
I was
courted by
just about to say
multiple.
that.
Oh,
Men
I ain't
can't
gonna lie.
handle it.
Okay, listen.
Men cannot handle
Okay.
it. You can say
Hold on, wait,
we
hold
gonna
on.
keep it playing and
Hold on,
all
hold
that,
on,
and then
hold
I'll roll. Then me and Boo pull up. You know what I'm saying? In the Bentley, we back
Yeah.
in, and you and
Yeah.
your homeboys like, hey, I
Hey
thought
man,
that was
hey, he
your
mad
boo.
because he driving a 3 Series and he
Hold
got a
on,
6.
hold on,
Like,
hold on.
Right, like
Hold
this.
Hold on.
Oh, so that's what she
At,
doing? With
at
shit?
all costs, you gotta keep it player, right? You gotta keep it player because
That's what they say.
No, because you
Go ahead,
can't.
Ron.
No, you can't court 5 women and think that your girl ain't got 5 niggas courting her. But at the same time, you gotta understand that same dude that's courting you, he courting 5 other women too.
Okay, but that's
Like,
not
I'm
the
just
point.
saying, like,
the
no,
point
no.
is y'all go feel away. Period. Dudes are good. Y'all could. Oh, I'm gonna keep it playing and then be dead in your feelings when you see sis in the section with some Nigerians. No, I'm playing.
No, with some
Nice
Nigerians.
boy.
Oh,
Shout out Tunde.
Shout out.
oh,
You already know what's up.
Lord, man.
Oh no, I understand. Just be honest with me. If you going on dates, tell me. Yeah, okay.
No, women
No,
say that too. Women say that. Just tell me the truth.
But y'all gonna lie about it.
You can't handle the
They
truth.
gonna lie about it though.
Nah, y'all can't. Y'all
Y'all
cannot
can't
handle.
handle
Y'all be wanting the truth, but y'all can't handle the truth. Y'all can't.
Until she pull a you on you, it's cool.
That's fine because you know what? It's 3 times more women in this world than it is men.
Oh,
That's
really?
right.
On the statistics now.
So if I put a you on you, I'm gonna do it 3 times more than what you
That
do.
part.
You'll be sick, deathbed.
No, cause you gonna fall for the Nigerian, and off the rip only cause y'all done pulled in the Bentley, and then you like, oh, well, he got a Bentley, but he also got
Depends on the type
5.
of woman you dealing with.
Well, that's true. That's
I
true.
agree.
But she could be
100%.
using him to pay the rent. Like you don't know.
Using him. Oh my goodness.
You just don't know. Like
Next
I'm
week's
saying.
show. Why do women use me?
You
You
don't
look for that on
know.
the page. So I mean, all in all, with this whole topic though, like I really do feel like
We got off track.
off track.
Fast. Real fast.
Real fast.
got ADD times a 30.
Bring it back in. But no, as far as like when it's okay, like I said, it's really more about when progress is stopped. When you don't like I me as a person, I can't be stagnant. If we're not moving towards something, and I don't mean like in a material sense, it's really on an emotional sense, with our connection and how well we are getting to know each other and where we're going as a couple. That's what I need. I need
Right.
constant growth within ourselves
Man.
as a couple and as individuals. And if you aren't growing as an individual, that's one thing that would cause me to be like, you know, I'm starting to see an issue. I don't know. And not that I would stop loving you, because I love you as a person, but I probably wouldn't see myself with you long term.
Right. No, I could. Your response is fitting. I could see you saying that.
Well, thank you. I'm glad it
Man,
approves.
I'm
Dr.
a-
Snake
look.
Skin approval.
I'm a fight. I'm a fight for so long though, man. I'm a fight as long as you want to fight.
Mm-hmm.
And usually in my situation, the woman gives up first.
Really?
Yeah,
Probably
absolutely.
because you're
That's-
making them tired.
Yeah, but you must
Vaughn.
win.
Hey, well,
I
you
rarely
probably
know a
wearing
woman to
them
give up
out.
first.
It's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Please, and that's why they do stuff through.
Dog, listen. Dudes out the listen. Hold on, don't get it twisted.
I'm
not.
Hey,
Vaughn don't get love.
d-
That's what
hey,
he said.
don't get it twisted and think that I just have women just leaving me left and right.
Oh,
That's
no,
not how they go.
I didn't say that.
I'm like Tony. I probably had maybe 5 serious relationships in my whole life. You know what I'm saying? And the majority of them ended only because they didn't take the face value of the vehicle.
You were.
They want him to change.
They want
Yeah,
him to change.
it's-
So okay, so is that one of your things?
Ooh.
Because you said they love. So when a woman, say you in a relationship with a woman,
Yeah.
and she coming at you like, hey, I feel like this needs to change, but you like, this been me So at what point do you say, you know what, I can see that
So
I'm not making you happy? Do you just get up and leave, or you just gonna wait for her to leave?
but I'm just okay. So if I'm not coming in saying, hey, it might be things about you that I don't like, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, okay, well, I'm in it for you. So if you giving me this, and this is part of you, this is your character, and this is clearly I'm with you, so I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I should have to just be like, okay, Von, can you deal with this, right? And me personally, I can deal with a lot, right? It's usually them who can't deal with
Sounds right.
the what they signed up for. Like, okay, well, he did this and this when I first met him.
Because women have faith that you'll change and maybe he'll slow down.
But you
and
can't
stuff
go
like
into
that.
something like that though. You can't go
Right.
into something like that. You can't go into saying, oh, well, eventually this person will change.
I agree.
Hope you can say hopefully they'll change, but you can't say,
Eventually.
oh, well,
I'm counting on
definitely.
it.
Then I'm banking on this person changing. Like, nah, man, I'm gonna take you for who you are. If you change, good. If you don't, good.
So do you get tired of her asking you to change?
I mean, I can, but she should get tired of me telling her I'm not gonna change.
See?
No,
It's gonna
what
be a
you
waiting
mean?
game.
No,
It's just
no,
like-
It's a waiting game.
No, it's like Russian roulette. Like
No,
we'll
it's
talk
not
to
Russian
them.
roulette. It is I am who I am. This is my character.
Yeah.
Right? So if a person asks you to change, what I'm gonna ask you is, who did you fall in love with? Because once I start changing, I'm not the same man that you met.
Preach.
So if I start changing, then I'm changing into somebody else, and you might not even like me 2 years from now.
Right.
If I'm a homebody, I'm at home and I'm just got an attitude because I like being out watching the game with the fellas, and I'm at home chilling. Now you like, ooh, dang, you in the house? Why you got an attitude? Because I really want to be at the bar chilling, man. Like, you know what I want to do. I want to be watching the Astros game with my boys. That's what I want to do. But you want me to stay in the house, and now I'm in the house. Now I got an attitude. Now you mad
Hold on,
about
wait.
that too?
Oh, wait,
You
wait.
mad about everything.
So would you take that compromise? Like, say, you know, you was going out or whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
And she complaining about you being out all the time. Are you gonna stay consistent and keep going out? Or you gonna be like, all right, I'll stay home a little more. What would you do?
No, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna say, what can we do? Like, if I go out with the fellas, but I mean, are you asking for time with you, or are you asking me? You just want me at home because you know I like being out,
Yeah, it's
and you
different.
know
It's
me
different,
being
bro.
at home
different, bro.
makes me miserable, and you just want to make me miserable. Like, what
Yeah,
are
it's
we?
different,
What are we
yeah.
doing here, man? Like, let me know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I know how to handle the situation. Because if you
Okay.
just want to make me miserable and make me stay at home,
It
I'm
ain't-
gonna buck the system.
It ain't
I'm
his
gone.
first rodeo.
No, hell no, man. Hell no, man. Hell no. I'm
nah.
just a social person, man. That's just me.
I got you.
I'm a social person. I've been social my whole life, right? So
Nothing.
why would somebody want to come in and change that, bro?
Right.
Like, no. That's like if you do.
Take me as I am,
Fuck it,
Mary J.
Man,
Blige.
hey, this is an as-is deal.
No, it is.
I-
But
ain't
anybody who know me like that, and they gonna
Right.
be like,
You're just
Vaughn
Vaughn.
is gonna
right?
be.
Hey, that's
I'm
just Vaughn.
It's just fun.
just fun. That's
This is
it.
my-
Oh yeah, we know.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll into our strawberry letter. This was kind of deep. I think this one's kind of hard. I really want you guys' opinion on this one.
You know what? Oh, go ahead.
Are you? Got
I
something?
said we should probably put the number up as well.
Oh yeah, can you please put the number up so we can call in? Because after I read this, I really want some opinions. More so from the females. If guys want to chime in on this one, y'all go ahead. Maybe get us ladies some advice. I don't know. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this real quick for y'all. Dear afternoon, Sip. Please help me. My husband and I have been together for 17 years, and we've been married for 16. We have a beautiful family, 4 kids total, but we haven't had sex in 2 years. He started experiencing issues with erectile dysfunction about 3 years ago, but ignored the problem, and now he cannot get an erection at all. Wow. This has been more. What? Oh. This has been more and more of a problem in our marriage, and what?
You want to take
This, bro, I got
I
lost.
can't
right
see
there.
y'all.
I can't see
Sorry.
dog. No, I think she typed it
You
wrong.
wanna-
This has been more
want me to
and
read
more
it?
problems in our
Hold
marriage.
on.
Wait, let me read it.
There is a lot of
There's a lot of
typos.
typos.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
My dear co-host, he has on his glasses and the font is really small. So, dear afternoon, Sip, please help me. My husband and I have been together for 17 years and married for 16. We have a beautiful family, 4 kids total, but we haven't had sex in 2 years. He started experiencing issues with erectile dysfunction about 3 years ago, but ignored the problem, and now he cannot get an erection at all. This has been more and more problems in and out marriage. but an enormous amount has put a strain on us. I can say that we have had a perfect marriage, if there is such
I
thing,
think it says,
before.
I can't. I can't say we've had a perfect
No, it says
marriage.
I can.
I understand.
Oh, but it's I can't. I'm
I
sorry.
can't, see?
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're so
I
supposed to
can't
start
say
proving these things.
that we have had the perfect marriage, if there is such thing. But for the last 5 years, I've been more unhappy than I ever have been. Trying to work it out through this, but I have needs. So, this reminds me of the episode y'all trying to talk about me.
What episode?
When I was like,
I wasn't talking about
oh
nobody.
yeah, that was you and LaCrystal.
Oh, okay.
About do you leave or do you stay, depending on
Oh,
sexual things in your
this is true,
relationship
this
and
is
marriage,
True, this is true. It's true.
the lack thereof.
So
So what you say? You the lady in this
you the
situation.
lady.
So you tell us what you think, and then we'll chime in.
And she said, I remember you said you need that thing to work.
You said you gotta have it.
You gotta have it.
Um,
That's 17 years.
I
though.
do understand her struggle.
Okay.
I feel like it would be a struggle for me if I was in her, situation, simply because, I mean, relationship or marriage, you don't have to have sex every day. However, it is needed for me personally. So if my spouse is to the point of literally cannot get up and we literally cannot, have sex, that would be hard for me, honestly. I'm not going to say, I'm about to go out and cheat on him or anything like that, but I will say that, I would struggle. It would be hard. Because you don't want to step out the marriage. You don't want to throw away the entire marriage for something sexual. That just seems so selfish, right? Really? Throw away 17 years because it don't work. But everybody has needs, at the end of the day.
So
So
you
wait,
wanna
no,
be
because she ain't really
happy.
answered it. She said she hasn't
I
really
didn't answer it?
answered
What
it.
would you do?
What would you do though? I mean,
I feel like it would just.
would you have made it to 2 years? Let's start there.
What you doing?
Well, I made it for 2
You
years.
cheating, you
So
staying.
she said that for 2 years it was kind of working, then it stopped at
No,
3.
The problem started 3 years ago,
First of all,
and she hasn't had sex at all in
2
2
years. No sex in the marriage.
But the marriage is perfect, is what she said. It was a perfect marriage.
It ain't
They got
perfect. if
kids,
y'all
they
ain't
got
no
a
sex
family.
life.
That's
Nah,
17
what you mean?
years.
No, but 2 years of no sex, and I'm with the love of my life.
Let me ask you a question.
That's tough.
What's the difference between that and a sickness, right?
There you go.
That is a that's
It is
a that's
I mean, the man has a medical problem.
I mean, it's a medical it's a medical issue. He's sick. He has a medical condition. So what you gonna do?
Leave
You gonna laugh at him? No. God damn.
cold world out here.
Like,
Hey,
like-
y'all say, hey, what's that? Apple a day keeps the doctor away. You better eat the
No, okay, so you saying if he was paralyzed?
No,
his
it's
penis is
paralyzed.
his penis is paralyzed. Okay, let's say he was in a car accident. He went in a wheelchair and the whole bottom half of his body don't work. What you gonna do? You gonna leave him?
No, I'm gonna stay with him.
Okay, so what's the difference?
It's just different.
How?
Where, Vaughn?
Man,
I didn't ever say I was gonna. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a struggle. I don't want to go 2 years without sex. I'm sorry.
What you mean?
I don't want to go 2 years without sex.
You know what? You know what? What hurts
we
me
gonna
about
have to.
this, Vaughn?
We gonna have to get together and get some
Vaughn,
ideas.
You know what
or
hurts
something.
me is this man ain't had sex in 2 years either.
Yeah, he ain't complaining. She said it was a perfect marriage.
I didn't say I was gonna leave him on the
Outside
leave him
of
in
the
the
sex is
wheelchair.
a perfect marriage.
I wouldn't leave my man in the wheelchair.
You wouldn't leave him in a
Okay,
wheelchair,
but he
but you,
walking, but
it's the same thing.
We got to go get some surgery or something.
well, 25.
we got. Hey, well, Dr.
God.
Miami said it's surgery for $16,000.
So you said you're staying? You're gonna work it out some by any means
Honestly,
necessary?
it's a lot of no good dudes out here. Like on some serious stuff, it's a lot of no good dudes out here.
Agreed.
So honestly, I joke a lot, but I don't think I would. I don't think I would leave. Like the love of my life for something like that, because just to be single and dealing with some bullshit dude.
Would you
honestly.
cheat? Would you go and get it from elsewhere?
I can't say.
Would
I
you
I'm
go?
not a cheater.
Okay,
I'm
hold
not a
on,
cheater.
hold
I'm
on.
not a cheater.
Okay.
We got a caller waiting. Come on,
Caller
caller.
waiting.
Let me hear this.
I want to hear this one.
Turn down your background.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hold on.
Hi, caller.
We
Who
got
is
a
this?
caller waiting.
Turn down your background.
Turn your background down.
Okay. So I think that personally... Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
go ahead.
Sorry, I was watching on the big screen.
Okay, okay.
I will.
Well, thank you for watching.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. But I was thinking, if that's the case, can't you introduce toys? or something. Have they tried that at all?
There you go.
What you say?
No.
Introduce
Toys.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I mean that's an option. I mean they got
That is
like,
that's definitely an option. Toys. I mean, there's other ways.
options, yeah.
I mean, but some women will say they need the real thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you need the real
The
thing.
real thing.
I would prefer.
But you.
I'm not saying
Have
I'm
you
against
tried,
like that stuff, but-
enhancers at all? Like it just doesn't work completely, or
From what I can
have
read,
you
it
had
doesn't work
It
at
doesn't
all.
work completely,
It's-
so
it's a
toys won't
soggy
even
noodle.
matter unless you're just okay with using toys on yourself or him using them on you.
I mean-
his stuff is out of there regardless
Could a
of
dude
what
put
you
on the
bring
strap, I
home.
guess.
Can he put on?
But what if she does not like?
Can, Rick, can you put
What
on
if
a
she
shirt?
doesn't like?
I mean,
Okay, so
let's
okay,
talk.
okay, caller. Let me ask you a question. So, if you had an option, and this was your situation, what would you do?
Well, see, my husband's Nigerian, so I don't know if this would be a thing.
Wait.
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you. Say it again.
But I
My
said
husband's
my husband's
Nigerian?
Nigerian, so I don't know if this would be a
it's not
thing.
one
But
of them
if
things.
so, I mean,
Oh,
we
you
would
got
just
one
have
of
to
them Nigerian guys,
have
huh?
a heart to heart.
they ain't no good.
Y'all would have a heart to heart.
Yeah, heart to heart.
Okay, that's real.
It's not-
As
what would you
long
do?
as you say you wouldn't leave and you wouldn't go and cheat, because I feel like 90%
no,
of the women I
communication
know, they would probably go
is
in
key.
and cheat.
I feel like most women would cheat.
They would go and cheat.
Yeah.
But okay, all right. Thank you very much for your call and for your input.
Thank you.
No problem.
So Vaughn, hypothetically,
Okay.
I'm not gonna put you in these shoes, but say you know a homegirl who cheating on her dude with this issue.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel bad for her? Like, you know what? You probably need to cheat. How did you respond to
I
that?
can't wait to hear what y'all got to say
Okay,
about
so
this.
listen. I feel like why cheat, right? And you know the situation when you could just leave. Like be 100, because now I feel like you just sticking around for whatever.
The kids, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, for the
Kids,
kids.
a lifestyle.
Okay, you're happy,
Yeah.
but clearly you're not happy, because if you're happy,
But it's an 80-20 deal, though.
you can be. Listen, you can be happy without sex,
What
bro.
you gonna
I
tell
don't.
her?
But hold on,
Who can
listen.
be happy without
Bro,
sex?
Bro, you can be happy without sex, bro. You can be happy without sex.
For how long are you not?
I don't know for how long. I never had the experience, but I'm just saying.
Hey, how long are y'all happy without sex? Give me a rough number real quick.
Yeah.
give me a time frame that you start because me
You
when
and your husband love each
when
other.
I'm-
It's not because he cheating, nothing like that. Y'all had sex 2 or 3 years. It's not gonna move you a little bit. I say y'all need to be saving for an operation. I feel like y'all need to game plan and get the operation done. That's how I feel. If that's not the plan,
So let's say you
I
get
feel like no.
No, say you
I
get
feel
the
like if
operation,
that's
but it
not the
don't
plan,
work.
then what we talking about?
You get the operation and it don't work.
Take him back to the emergency room. No.
Okay,
Throw him back to.
so look.
No, if he get
Okay,
an operation, it's
okay.
gonna work.
So let's say 48 hours.
God,
After 48, god damn, 2 days.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and then women have
God
attitudes.
damn.
Whole attitude be toe up. I ain't get.
No.
48 hours.
No.
I got
48 hours.
Women be having
Jesus.
attitudes and stuff. Got to deal with these crying kids, and I ain't getting none. I got to go to work and deal with these people.
See how they selfish, bro. What about us?
No, I thought you get married for love, not for
You
sex.
do, but we talking. We married and going on 3 years with no sex.
No
So
sex.
the-
Do you love me though?
The goal need to be to make it
Do
right.
you love me
Make it
though?
I'm
right.
not saying
Nah,
you
nah.
need to leave,
Serious.
but make it right.
No.
Make
Just
it
make
right.
Do you love me?
Hey,
Do
we
you-
need to,
no, hey, my ass.
obviously if we married.
No, do you love me?
Obviously,
So for better or for worse, right?
correct.
So this is the worst, nigga. What you gonna do?
What we're gonna do is
Nah, what you gonna do?
we're gonna
Nah, what are you gonna do?
We are gonna seek help, which I'm sure we have already.
Okay.
We're gonna see what the options are, insurance wise.
There's nothing. There's nothing they can do. What you gonna do? There's nothing they can do. What you gonna do?
You still ain't tell us what you was gonna tell your homegirl. Stop trying to put it on me.
What you mean?
What you
What-
gonna tell your homegirl? You
cheating
keep
on
trying
her
to put it on
dude
me.
Uh-huh.
because it don't work.
I'm gonna be like,
How
do
you gonna look
girl?
at it? You like, man,
do you
you
sis?
dirty.
No, no.
Or
I'm
you gonna be like,
I'm gonna be like, why are you still in that situation? You should just leave.
Yes.
Just leave.
Just
If
leave?
you- if you feel like the situation is no longer beneficial to you, and that
I mean, it's
that-
beneficial. It's a good
No,
marriage. They got
I mean,
kids.
I mean, okay then. So why not go to him and say, hey, look here, let me get me a Sancho on the side.
Sancho.
Let me give me a Sancho. We got another caller
Caller
waiting.
waiting.
Come on, caller.
Got 2
What's
minutes.
happening?
Got 2 minutes.
Hello?
Hey,
Hey.
Hi.
So in this situation, hey girl, hey. So in this situation, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I would stay because I wouldn't cheat. I would find an alternative. I would get some toys or something because the thing about it is when you're in a relationship, let alone a marriage, things can happen.
Yes.
And I've experienced something. It wasn't that, but it was something in our relationship. It was PTSD, and it's just like you said, if it's a health situation or things are going to come up in life that you don't have no control over. So you can't just up and leave or cheat. This is just my perspective on it.
Right.
You know, you're in it for better or for worse.
I agree
So
with
I
you.
would try to find something else to do before I just be like, nah, it ain't gonna work.
Right.
So when you say something else to do, you mean what
Like
exactly?
toys. If we could have a procedure, I would like try everything that we can possibly try. But even if it still didn't work, I would still stay in it because I didn't marry you for sex. I mean, I've had a child, and any woman that has a child, you know, you just don't bounce right back.
That's
you know,
facts.
it's just different things in life and different things that people go through. So when you really love someone, I feel that when you're in love and when you're married, you just can't up and leave.
Right.
2 years is a long time.
That is a long time.
A couple of days is a long time, but you know.
All that here.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
But you explore all your options before you do that.
Thank
All
you
right.
so much
Thank
for
Yeah,
calling in.
I would literally try everything.
She
but,
literally
I mean,
try everything
if
before she
it
leave.
still didn't work, I'm still
Well,
gonna
she said-
stay.
Hey, you mean you a fighter? You're a fighter.
Hey,
Oh,
we
for
really
sure.
appreciate you calling in. Thank you so
Thank
much for your
you,
input.
girlfriend.
All right.
So, she
So we
said
can all
she'll-
agree on not leaving?
she could try everything and anything to make her marriage work because it's a good marriage.
Right.
She said it's a good marriage. It's a good marriage.
So that's what we go tell whoever had wrote the letter that we all feel like she should stay.
All right, well, we feel like she should stay.
Hey, listen, man. And if anybody has a letter they want to write to either one of us and let us share your experience with whatever it is, it could be anonymous. Well,
They're always anonymous.
They're always
We'll
anonymous.
it's
Always
always
never
going to be
disclosed.
anonymous. So you can write us, tell us a story, something y'all been through, something y'all going through. We could talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Just to get a general, you know,
opinion
opinion
about
on
what's
what
going
it
on.
is. You know what I'm saying? So
This is what we're here for.
we're here for it
We're
all.
here for you guys, and we just want to talk about life. And you know, you never know what you're going through may be a testimony for somebody else, and you may help someone else by bringing it to light that they may be afraid to bring it up.
So we all going through something.
Everybody going through
That's
something.
a
You can
fact.
hit any of us up if you're friends on Facebook, or you can find us on any of our social media, the page you're watching on. You can hit us up on email, theafternoonsip@gmail.com.
Yes.
We're here.
So
Yeah.
this is the part of the show, guys.
Yes, my favorite part. Yes.
Okay, so what we drinking this week? We got look, we got it. Hold on, we got
First
So
off,
what
I want to
happened
no. I don't want to hear that because they shaded me in my barbecue liquor.
Honey, that was terrible.
that bacon
That
bourbon.
crown
yeah.
that he had brought last week,
that
y'all.
bacon bourbon. He had a bacon
Hey
bourbon.
man,
Terrible.
Crown hit me up, be like, I ain't messing with y'all no
I had to
more.
brush my tongue for like 2 days to get that off my taste buds. It was
And
terrible.
That
what
boy
you
had
got?
that-
So,
What we got?
what we have today is
Oh, good old
Maker's
Makers.
Mark.
Maker's
Maker's Mark is pretty dope.
Makers
it is
and
a
Coke.
whiskey. Makers and Coke is something I like to do, especially in certain situations. So
It's dope.
if I am at taverns or off of Washington in the Heights or at those places that
This is
don't
what
have
they drink.
Hennessy,
Mhm.
all they sell is top shelf
Agreed.
Hennessy. If it's not VSOP, they don't have it.
Yeah.
So Maker's Mark is one of my go-tos when
Makers
people
is
don't
dope,
have
man.
like certain things.
It's a dope drink.
It's good, y'all.
It really is good.
I'm not big on whiskey to be honest, but I'm interested.
Okay.
It's actually
And the
bourbon.
price point really isn't a lot. I think that bottle
It's bourbon. It's
was maybe
bourbon,
like
man.
$19.
It's bourbon. Now, whiskey wise, you
Oh,
can't go wrong with
That's the devil.
Fireball. Listen, I could take shots of this all night and be
Me
straight.
too. So
What's
this
wrong
is the
with
cop
y'all?
out. No, this is the cop out.
Y'all
Like
heathens.
if people want me to take a shot and I don't really want to take one, Fireball it is.
Y'all heathens.
Y'all want to take Patron?
Only
Have
heathens.
fun. Give me
Okay,
Fireball.
So,
Only heathens like
all
Fireball.
right, so y'all, before we get out of here, I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm doing for this weekend. It is TSU homecoming. I'll be
Yeah.
on the yard Saturday all day. with the AKAs, I be in the AKA tent with my families, with my people. They are AKAs. And I will be drinking probably some Fireball and maybe some Maker's Mark.
So for me this weekend, I'll probably be at TSU homecoming as well.
Oh, Jesus.
On the yard.
If you see me, you don't know me, nigga.
Whatever.
That
Like,
part.
I'm like, hey, what's
That
that?
part.
What's happening? But besides that, I plan on having, a very, relaxed weekend, if that is possible, because my friends coming to town.
Oh, well,
So,
while they off having fun on the yard and
what
stuff.
you doing?
I'm gonna be in Dallas. I'm gonna go to Six Flags. I like Fright Fest. That's
Oh,
my
my
thing.
goodness.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we did
yeah.
Six
R.I.P.
Flags.
Ashworld.
We did Fiesta Texas last week. Had a great time there. I'm gonna shoot.
How'd
up
that go?
It was awesome.
That's what's up.
I can say honestly though, I was a little disappointed because but I guess this just comes to the territory we go every year.
Yeah.
So they only had one new haunted house. I was a little disappointed about that, so I'm gonna shoot up to Dallas, go over to Six Flags over Texas, hoping for some big things out there. So we're gonna get this drink pulled up.
Hold up. What you want? You want Fireball or you want bourbon?
I'm gonna try this bourbon.
Yeah, man. If you ain't never Makers is good, man.
Go ahead and
good.
hit that. I'm
Put
gonna take
your
that
little
straight.
cup
No, I want all of it.
All right, y'all. See y'all next week, man. Hopefully
right.
next week we'll be back to our foursome. The Crystal get well
We missed
soon.
you, Crystal. I survived.
I'm taking a double for you, baby.
Hey, this
All right.
is 3 shots,
shots,
no
no
chaser.
chaser.
All right,
Yeah,
y'all. See y'all next week, man.